Hello everyone, welcome to Thrive Live, our 7th episode. So my name is Leah Michaelides and I'm covering today for Nadia, who's off away. We've got a brilliant show today, really interesting topic. The topic is called Food Boxes, Plant Power and Healthy Choices. What works for you? And we're going to have 2 options for you later on, but you can only pick one. So, house plants or garden plants? Please put your answer in the comments.
I just wanna thrive here, grow into my space and bloom. Don't just wanna survive here. We're gonna see each other through. The world is for me and you. I just wanna thrive here, grow into my space and bloom. Don't just wanna survive here. We're gonna see each other through. The world is for me and you.
We've got 3 wonderful guests with us here today. We're here today at the Bewitched Coffee Shop. And here is Jodie Winter. Hi. Charlene Spires.
Hello.
Hi. And then lastly, Serena, Pattison.
Hello.
So welcome everybody. So remember, your question for today that I'd love you to leave an answer in the comment box is, you can only choose one. Are you going to pick home plants? So basically indoor plants or outdoor garden plants? Please put your response in the comment box. So, how are you all?
Yeah,
good, thank you.
Good, thank you, good. Yes, I'm excited.
So, let's talk about food boxes. Have you had a go? Have you tried them? What about you, Jodie? So I've heard of them, like I've heard of HelloFresh, but I haven't tried them. And my mum has, like the rest of my family and that did. But I live on my own and I didn't think I should order for myself. I didn't think the cost would be worth it. Yeah, but I'm sure you can order for one person, like you can get delivery for one rather than 2 or 3 people. Yeah, I think so, but I thought it was the cost. Yeah, I suppose. And I like cooking for myself, I really like that. But I do get recipe ideas from their website. What about you?
Yeah, I've ordered HelloFresh in the past. I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago actually, not recently. But at that time, I think it was really good. I think it was quality food and it was delivered, it was always on time. I think the only negative thing for me was that you have to sort of work out in advance, and then on the day that you get it, you need to sort of make sure that you've ordered and chosen your meals for the next week. So obviously if you're busy, it can be a bit difficult, but the food was really nice. I think it can be costly, yes, but I think it was worth it. And obviously the food's just there, it's ready for you to cook and put together.
True. What about you?
Yes, I've tried HelloFresh and I've tried Gusto as well.
Ah.
And I've ordered both. I think Gusto was a while ago, maybe 4 years ago, I think I tried that. And HelloFresh more recently. For me personally, I think Gusto was really lovely food.
Oh, good.
There's lots of choices. There was like beef, you can choose spicy choices, and it did taste delicious. HelloFresh, I think it was, it's a similar sort of concept, and the food choices are both good, and you can both choose like healthy choices.
So I've never personally ordered from them. So you mentioned about gusto, that's a Greek word, and that sort of means flavours and the taste. So when I did see that, I thought, oh wow, I'm sure that'd be good, but I haven't tried
Gusto
them.
is from Greek? No.
No, it's an English concept, but I suppose they've borrowed the Greek word. But it could be a positive.
Interesting though, you've tried both. Do you think they're similar pricing, or is there difference in most of them? No, I think they're similar prices actually. They both offer good discounts. So like the first box you can get like 40% off, and I think the second box you have sort of 20% off. So it obviously becomes a little bit more expensive after the deals run out. But I think you can be a bit cheeky sometimes, and you can change your email address, so get the discounts twice. Just keep ordering more.
That's brilliant. You've got free advertising here for HelloFresh and Gusto. That's brilliant. You should get a discount code. Yeah, you should put it out on social media and go, hang on a minute, we've publicised this for you. Could we get a discount code? Yeah, HelloFresh would be like, wow, I think they'd think we've handed out enough free meals. So just looking at my notes, I've got another question for you. What helps you to cook at home?
Oh,
Like, I know you can eat out, but what makes you or helps you cook at home?
I would say really picking the food that you really enjoy eating and having the motivation to cook it.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, I just can't be bothered to cook at home, so I always ask my partner. You know, I can't cook like him. He's a great cook.
What about you?
My husband is a fantastic cook. So for me, I think I need probably a little bit more practice cooking. I like to follow the recipes. And that's why Gusto or HelloFresh was really good for me. Sometimes if you run out of the deals, for example, it can be a little bit more expensive, but you've still got the recipe. So you could just get the ingredients from the shop and buy it, so that you maybe could save money that way, just by buying the ingredients you need and then cooking it at home later.
Okay. Yeah, so I've like cooking different things at home. I try and be healthy if possible. What might help you is like if you follow the schedule and like listen to your body, what it wants, what does it fancy. Yeah, true. Like, say like my parents would cook like fancy food, they'll have a look at recipe books, they'd pick something. Sometimes, see, I'm not really a recipe person. I can pick one and then I go, oh, I'll add this or make this twist myself, and then I'll adapt the recipe. And I think, what can I keep? What can't I eat? Oh, is it dry? Is it not? Does it need more sauce? And then I sort of just make it up as I go along. So I've got another interesting question. Do you think healthy eating is hard to achieve? I mean, everything's got a lot harder, isn't it? It's easy to go out, it's hard to get to the shops, it's hard to get healthy choices. Do you agree?
I find it hard personally. I think recently I've joined Slimming World, so I'm really trying to follow their plan. But if I'm going out, it's really hard to follow, because if we go out for like a meal with friends, for example, it can be really hard to sort of follow, you know, what you're supposed to be eating from Slimming World. But I think sort of if you go out and you're feeling hungry, like you just want a quick sandwich, the calories go up massively if you try and buy it in the shop. And, you know, I just can't have it with the diet that I'm trying to follow. So I think there's lots of choices out there and there's so much available.
Yeah, and what about you, Jodie? Hold on, what was I going to say?
Really, for me, I think, you know, food is food, isn't it? I'll eat whatever. If I'm just eating, I'm happy. That's it for me. I'm just happy when I'm eating.
Yes, definitely. I think eating healthy, especially if you're going out, is really difficult. With my daughters, I was really aware and conscious of what we're doing. Like, we're going to a shop. Say, like, if we went and got petrol, and then the children are with me, you know, the sweets and the crisps are in their eye line, and that's all they want. And it's really hard to coax them away. How do you say no? And that was really difficult. And everywhere you go, you know, there's a takeaway. Like, you go to a service station, there's always a McDonald's. Like, there's always takeaways.
Yeah, I'm the same, I've got to say. And every time we go out, we'll go shopping or supermarket, for example, we're going down the aisles, and my child will sort of like see things. Oh, I want that, I want that. And like you say, they're at the perfect level for kids, aren't they? And you know, I sort of like try and see what's down the aisle. I try to distract them from the like treats and sweets. But yeah, it's stressful going shopping.
So like eating healthy can be difficult as well, because you're trying to be sort of health conscious. You're wanting to cook like, say, good food as such. So I've got another question that I've just thought of. So if time and money wasn't an issue, what would be your sort of dream meal? What would you go and eat? Do you know what I mean? So like, for example, I'd have a personal chef for all of the meals, breakfast, lunch and dinner. I'd get somebody in, they could cook everything. I'd be like, oh, thanks very much.
Oh, same. Oh yes, I would love to have the same. I'd love to have somebody come in and cook everything for me and not have to worry about, you know, getting food in, doing this and trying
you're right.
to eat healthy. I think it's just impossible. I would love fresh food. So every morning, maybe orange juice, freshly squeezed, you know, oh, lovely morning breakfast. That's it for me. Yeah, private chef would be amazing.
Oh, yes. So I'd love somebody to come in and make fresh, healthy food for you every day. Yeah. So my friend has said they would go out to eat, like at like 3-star Michelin restaurants, and they would pick something that's really up there, really high-end cuisine. And you know, that's brilliant. Obviously at the moment it's too expensive to do. So have you guys tried vegan food before, like Plant Power?
Yes, I think I tried a vegan burger and a vegetarian burger. It actually tasted really nice. I think I didn't really notice any sort of difference in the flavours. You know, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, same. So I've sometimes had vegan food when I'm out, but then it's like hard or dry, you know. It does suit some people, but I do know that it's not for everyone. So if we go back to food boxes, Do you know how many companies are out there? Well, no, I've only heard of 2. No, you've got the red one, Gusto,
Green
and then you've got the
Chef?
green.
Is that one? Green Chef? Never heard of that. I know the 2. Yeah, I think it's a plant-based food box. I'm not sure, but I think so. It's called Green Chef.
I was just thinking, if you're ordering a food box, do you think that would help if you're busy? Well, I think for some people, if they've got busy lives, you know, these guys are mothers, I think it would be really difficult to focus on the children and to cook.
Yeah, I don't see it as sort of laziness. I think we all have busy schedules, don't we?
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, we've got other things to do that we prioritise, and just having the food there and ready just helps with that. It helps me stay organised, to be honest. Helps me organise things, so it keeps life simple for me.
Yep.
You don't have to think about every day, or what food do I need to eat, you know, or have to ask your partner every night.
Have you heard of food preparation called milk food? So basically, you choose a morning or an afternoon in the week, and you just cook for 7 days. 7 days worth. You cook everything, but then you only have to cook once a week for the whole 7 days. I think it's 1 week rather than 2. Yes, I have. I've seen some of those. I suppose I normally do a bit of food prep anyway. If I've got time and I've got the energy, I'll try and cook, like batch cook. I'll cook a bit more. And then if I've got enough there, I'll leave it in the freezer or put it in the fridge. And then even homemade soups I'll have in the freezer. But yeah, if you do batch cooking, do you think it tastes good? But cost of everything, you know, cost of living, everything has gone up. Have you found it really more expensive to buy food? What about you? Have you noticed cost issues?
Yeah, food can be quite expensive, really. And, you know, even coffees have gone up, and even things like flour, the essentials, you know, there's lots of things. Yeah, I think everything.
Yep.
You know, it sort of slowly creeps up, doesn't it? And you don't necessarily notice.
Do you agree? Oh yes, everything has gone up. And then sometimes you try and buy healthy options and, you know, vegetables, fruit and things. And the cost is really adding up. Sometimes I think sweet food and treats and things are actually cheaper. Yeah, I know, I've got friends say, I go to Waitrose and I look for all the yellow stickers and buy all the reduced bits. And they feel like it's such an achievement, and it is, because of how much the cost has gone up. It is really expensive, and it's trickier now to cook and eat healthily. People spend about £800, we do, for our food shop, for 4 of us for a month.
Oof, wow.
So let's pretend you've got all the money in the world and you've got your dream chef in. What would you order to eat? What would your meal be?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Okay, we'll hold on you for a second then.
I know what I would order. Oh.
So I would order a massive steak with a huge slab of butter and everything. That would be a steak meal.
I would order green Thai curry. Oh, that's my favourite.
What about you? Ooh. I think Japanese food, every day, that would be amazing.
Oh, never thought of it, to be honest.
Right, so we've got time to think about it. But this is you had all the money in the world. What's your dream meal, your top wish, your dream meal? Money was no object. So for me, it is a hard one. I think you have a private chef, you could make them create anything you wanted. And they could get really creative with the ideas and the ingredients. And then, you know, you could have something that's from a completely different country. You know, something that's from America or China or just something really, really different. I think it would be great to try different cuisines out. Oh yes, definitely, I'd love that. If you could have someone come in Or even if you went out, like I love going out and having the small sort of taster meals where you get to try a bit of everything. Sometimes it's a bit of an art, isn't it? You just try a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Oh yes, definitely. So they do that at Michelin star restaurants as well. I think there's one sort of nearby where it does 13 courses.
Wow, 13 courses.
How?
Wow.
Well, it's about £179 per person, and that doesn't include drinks. I hope the water's free. But maybe one day I'll get to try that.
Is that in here, in Peterborough?
I think it's Cambridgeshire. Just outside Cambridge, I think. You have to book
13
a table.
courses. God, I think my limit would be maybe 6. That's so much.
Yeah, but they're small. They're not a dinner plate. It's very, very small.
Oh, I would be full. I'd be so full from 13, even if it's small. Oh, gosh.
But then you're £180 poorer. Oh, and there's a Norwegian place I've heard of. What was it called? I think Iris Restaurant. Have you heard of it?
No?
It's booked for months in advance. You can't go, oh, let's go for tomorrow. You have to wait for them to announce some spaces and release the spots, and then you have to book straight away. But it's not here, it's abroad, so you have to book flights and hotels and everything as well to get there. So it's in the centre of a lake, but it's also
Is that in Norway?
underwater as well.
Iris. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
I've never heard of that.
Would you be interested in going? Well, it sounds nice. I would like to try it maybe one day, but I think when you can have the pool and you have the meals come to you in sort of an inflatable tray, I think that would be quite nice. I've seen them do that at 5-star places.
Oh, you can do that in the Maldives, I think.
Yes, over in the Maldives.
Ooh, that sounds posh.
Yeah, and sometimes like the mountains with the views and the restaurants right at the top. Oh, that's beautiful. Imagine sitting there outside and you've got a blanket and you can just see
Wow.
around for miles. And that food
Amazing.
there is gorgeous as well. But I wouldn't want to know how much that has cost.
I think that would probably be similar to that Norwegian restaurant you mentioned.
But both are completely different experiences. This Norwegian one is like an underwater restaurant, and then this other one is there for the views up the
Absolutely
mountain.
amazing.
Same like the Sahara, like if you went and ate under the stars and on the sand, that would be beautiful.
Yeah, I think one of my friends went, I think they went to the Maldives, and it was similar to what Jodie was saying earlier. They were like in the water, I think in the sea, or there was like a floating course that came with the drinks in it as well. And you've got an amazing view. Yeah, I went to France and we were on a boat with a 3-course meal. That was really lovely. Right, I think it's time for a break.
So if you take your coffee and tea and have something sweet. Mine's over there. Which one's which? Ooh. Well, careful, the table's a bit full. Right. Right, let's have a think. We're now going to move over to plants. Are you a plant person?
No, not really.
Plant person, Jodie? Well, depends on the plant, I suppose. I'm not the best. I'm not the most green-fingered at looking after them.
To be honest, I look at plants and I'm like, fake ones are good enough for me. You know, I don't want to have to keep watering them all the time.
Yeah, fake plants. That's great. You don't have to damage them.
Nope. I've got some really, really cute plants, but they're fake. They look great in my house. People come and they go, oh, that looks really real. And I'm like, no, it's not, it's fake. And they try it. They realise it's fake. So, you know, I don't feel the point in having real plants. I love it when people give me flowers, of course. They're real, but
yeah, you have to be careful to look after them before they sort of wilt and die.
I've got one at the moment. I've had it 2.5 weeks, so I'm doing pretty well.
So I have both. I have some outdoor plants and some indoor house plants. So I was surprised that I am a bit green-fingered, actually. What about you, Serena?
Yeah, I've got indoor and outdoor plants. But I limit the indoor plants.
Why?
I don't know, I just feel like I like orchids, love orchids.
Oh, I've never had them. I always thought they sort of wilted quite easily.
But I've got them all over my house. I've probably got about 7 orchids.
My cousin, well, she's got a lot of orchids as well. I don't know how she looks after them. I feel like as soon as I put them out, it's just going to die.
They're really easy to look after. Oh, I don't know. Have you heard of the money plants? I've got a money plant.
Does it grow money?
No, not real money, of course.
How disappointing.
That would be good. But no, it's called a money plant. And that is really easy to look after. You just like water it and you just leave it for ages and you like water it a little bit more, but it doesn't have to be regular even. I've got one and you can like pull off a leaf and plant it and another one grows.
I think artificial plants are really easier to look after, aren't they? They don't smell too bad. But like, I do like a good fresh one, but I think you have to be careful of how many you have. Yeah, I think you don't look after plants to smell them, do you? No, but it's like about how relaxing they are and how nice they look on the side. So for me, I think roses smell weird. Some things I think, oh, that'd be nice and fresh, and then I smell it and it doesn't match up to my expectations.
I think it depends on the strength as well. Sometimes they're really strong smells, but sometimes it's not much. Oh, I love the smell of roses. Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, okay. I know some people do love it.
I love them. Really, really nice smell.
No, for me, it smells a bit like weak, faint hint to it. It's not a strong flower. But maybe that's just me and roses. So I like what the Chinese believe in, that plants carry energy and then they can give you positive energy inside your house and outside your house. Like you said about money plants. What's it called? The way they sort of open up.
A money plant?
Is it money plants?
No, it's like this. It's like a long one and it's got all the like strands coming off it. It grows really tall.
Oh, I must be thinking of something else. I thought it was a ZZZ plant. It's weird. It's a brilliant plant. I'm sure it's ZZZ. It's bizarre.
I've
It's like
never
how many
heard
times
of
I've
that.
heard something. I think it's supposed to link into Chinese culture and beliefs. That it would give you money and help like increase your money within your house. So you're better off if you have one of those. I thought that was a brilliant idea. I love that. There's also a snake plant.
Oh, they grow really big. They can be really beautiful.
Oh, but I have one. They're so easy to look after. You only have to water it like once a month. Is there another one? Tongue plant? I think that's similar to the snake
I
plant.
have no idea about all the different plants, so
Yeah, I don't know either. I have no idea. I just pick ones that look pretty and then I go, yep, that'll look great. I don't think about what it's called.
But interestingly, when I moved to a new house, we had like indoor plants and outdoor plants, and someone gave it to me and it was beautiful. It was really nice, but I didn't know where to put it. Like I couldn't decide in my house like where it would look nice. So it was in the kitchen for a while, and then I moved it, and I keep moving it around my house, and I've ended up putting it outside actually. And all the summer, obviously it's been really hot, but I've not watered it. And my mum came over the other day and was like, Charlene, that's dead, like it's dying. So I've had to sort of like move it off to one side now. I mean, sorry for my friend if they're watching this. Yeah, no, mine's been the same actually. Someone gave me a rose and it was really lovely. It was an indoor rose, quite small. And then over time, it just sort of like started to wilt. It looked a bit dead. And when I put it outside, I think it rained a lot, and over a certain period of time, it really started to sort of like blossom and grow again. So it, you know, you can sort of keep them alive.
I don't know, I'm not a rose person. I think you're asking the wrong person, sorry.
Interestingly, I think we've got different ones, like a yellow one, a pink one, a rose, a red one as well, but they just looked really pretty.
And there's something called, like this plant where the roots go out and out. And they sort of pot and like regularly like regrow, and they just spread and spread and spread. But then you have to sort of like constantly like wrap it around the pole to stop it like spreading out. I keep that in the bathroom though because it looks lovely there. It loves the sun, I think, and I think the steam. It's hard, like with gardens, like garden plants, they have to be left there all the time. Some of them can't. You need to sort of really regularly check out to them. You need to regularly water them. You need to know, do they like the dark or the light?
Have you heard of that? There's an app you can download, and you take like a picture of your plant, and it will tell you like what's wrong with it, and it tells you information of
Really?
like, oh, maybe you need some sugar water on it, and it tells you what to do exactly, like how to look after the plant.
Oh, wow. But then apps aren't for me. I'd rather have it in a book, I think.
Oh, fair enough.
But something visual. Otherwise you're just on your phone again, aren't you, looking at something else? Sometimes I think if you water them too much, it doesn't help either. You think you're keeping them alive and you're not.
Yeah, I think whether it's yellow or brown or green, I think you can see with your eyes it's dying, can't you?
True. Please, let's talk positive. Yeah, I think brown means it sort of died, but yellow I think is you watered too much. But there's different shades of green as well. I think some people it's good because if you haven't got a garden. Yeah, so before I sort of moved to the Peterborough, Cambridgeshire area, I'd lived for about 10 years in my own house, a massive garden. And I had set up like a nice bit of plants and area outside. And I really enjoyed having that little space and having an outside garden. That was really enjoyable. But then I moved and now I've only got internal space. So we'll have to see how it goes with just internal plants. That app, that'd be brilliant, but I don't know how to use it.
Really, it's simple. You can literally just take a picture of the plant.
Really?
If you're interested in it, and it will tell you all about it. It tells you what it needs.
Oh, I don't think I can necessarily know how to use it. And sometimes you have to pay subscriptions, and that's really not what I want.
Oh, I don't know about that.
There are a few apps that are free. So maybe this one, you could give it a go, take a picture of your plant. There's something called a Christmas plant, isn't there as well? I thought that was a fantastic name. You've got the ZZZ one, you've got a Christmas plant. There's so many plants with amazing names. And that flowers, I think, 2 or 3 times a year. So you just have to sort of try and encourage it to give it the right environment. It's just so nice to look at. It's just the way it grows. Oh, it's lovely, but sometimes you might need to cut it into a different pot.
I think it's interesting because, like for trees, for example, I've had like indoor plants before that I've had to move out into the garden, and it like little Christmas trees, and they'll grow in the garden.
Yeah, some work well outside. They work really, really well there. Some are better than others.
Yeah, I love growing my Christmas tree outside. I see a lot of people like growing them outside and they end up dying. But I didn't know if they'd actually grow. Maybe I've just been lucky. Mine's grown, it's bigger and bigger each year. I think sometimes they start to get brown and dead. I think it's just tempting to throw it away, isn't it?
Let's please not talk about Christmas trees. It's too early. Christmas is coming.
Serena, no, you started it actually.
Honestly, I've seen Christmas decorations out and about today, and it's September.
Okay.
So go on then. Are you excited it's coming or not? No, I think we have to get autumn out of the way first, and then we'll have winter. It feels so far off yet. And it's weird that they sell Christmas things so early. We haven't even had September yet, and things are already in the shops. I mean, it's around the corner. But the seasons are changing, the weather's changing, you know, everything's a bit different. When it's winter, you know, the animals would sleep through and they'd hibernate, and I feel like they're noticing the changes. We're noticing the changes, the same as the plants. A lot of them would hibernate too.
Definitely. Sometimes I sit next to my window and I just have like breakfast. I can see the seasons changing, and especially the trees. I love the trees and the different changing colours, you know, through the year. It's really interesting. So I've got a plum tree.
Plum tree, okay.
Yeah. But at first I didn't know what it was, and it was really hard. But actually I've found out over time, yeah, there's loads of plums, and I can go out and collect them, give them to friends and family, for example, have plenty of plums to eat. But it's just starting to wilt. So like you say, it's looking like it's ready to go to sleep for the winter.
Sad. I mean, autumn's coming. Have you felt and noticed already it's got dark, it's got gloomy? But it's the idea of like time's changing, isn't it? Like sort of going forward and backwards. Like it's hard, I think, with the clocks changing. It's weird that we've got it in our control. But I think it's because you used to follow the sunlight. You know, the clocks would move forward or backwards, so you have more or less sunlight in the daylight saving hours. What about you? Would you want to wake up sort of in the dark? I think it's just dark naturally, isn't it? You know, it gets darker earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the same, to be honest. It is hard when you wake up in the dark and you always feel colder, and, you know, I've got the heating on now already. Already you've put the heating on? Oh my God. Yes, because I'm getting cold.
It's autumn. So my partner has got like the thermostat on the radiator. So the switch that you have there it actually tells you the temperature, and you can control it via your app or your iPad. And they're saying like the temperature in the house is always like 17. So unless it drops sort of 16 or below, then the radiator will go on. But it only goes up to like 21 degrees. So when it's cold and the temperature drops, it will then come on. But really, I've forgotten what the name of this device is, but it's brilliant, really. You can buy them from Amazon and it'll just work out what the temperature is.
I refuse to put the heating on until it's really, really cold outside. It's true. You've got to save money, especially in this economy.
Yeah, definitely. It's not me, it's my partner. He's the boss. He sorts out the stuff in the house, not me.
I put the heating on the other day. I just felt so hot. Like, I was like, is it me or is it the weather? Anyway, I touched the radiator and I realised it was on, like full blast. And I thought, what? I realised I'd like done it accidentally. I think I just clicked that it on the thermostat. You know, like we had like a monitor on the wall, to turn it on, and I was kicking myself. I had to go round, turn them all off again, because I've got to feel like the temperature's dropped. I think it's too early. It's still warm outside.
I know.
I've just turned it on a little bit, so I haven't got a full blast. I've just got a little bit of heat in the house. Like, none. I'm saving my money. I'm tight, holding on to it. I think interesting though, I've started planting spring flowers in the garden. I've started putting my daffodil bulbs in.
Yeah.
I've just planted them ready. So hopefully they'll be ready to grow in spring next year.
Oh no, I've not planted anything. I buy indoor outdoor plants ready potted and made. Yeah, I wouldn't be good in the garden.
I was trying to grow things like cucumber and chilies. So I've had those out in the garden, and lettuce. And it's been really interesting to see them sort of grow and develop. And the cucumber, the plant gets really tall. It's 50 centimetres tall.
No, I've never grown anything that high before. No, me neither.
It's interesting. The cucumbers are only little. They look like gherkins. But I'm hoping they get bigger and bigger. So it's quite exciting.
Oh. What about you? Have you grown veg before? Yeah, I have. Before I moved, I had a greenhouse in my garden. But it got very, very windy one day and nearly blew away. So I've grown potatoes. You can do them in a box. That's really, really easy. You just sort of leave them to it. But some other things are really hard to grow. And small caterpillars love kale. So we tried to grow that and that didn't work out very well. Because the top leaf looked brilliant and then underneath it was just full of the caterpillars because they just love eating on it and it's so soft. So, nah, I've decided not to do that anymore.
Yeah, honestly, use a greenhouse because it helps and you can then put natural soil in it and it will stop the little caterpillars and the insects getting in there.
Oh, okay. What about you?
No, I've never had a greenhouse. I've recently moved, but I've not sort of like got into the garden yet. It's still a bit of a mess and it's something I'd need to sort out. But hopefully I'd like to have sort of like vegetables growing, maybe some plants in the garden to make me feel good. And I'd like to go out in the garden and feel happy, you know, with lots of nature around me, go out there with a cup of tea.
So I've got a question. Would you prefer to have a garden with less plants? Would you just like decking, patio, or would you prefer a garden that's full of plants and trees? I think half and half. I love having the plants there because it's lovely to see. It's lovely to look out on into your garden. But I think a little area where you can sit would be lovely, a bit of a decking.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think we need trees. I mean, you definitely need more trees out and about.
For me, I think I'd like to have a bit of a mixture of both. I'd like that sort of nature around me.
I think also it depends if you can afford it. You know, if you want someone to come in and landscape your garden, that is expensive. We got a few quotes like about 3 years ago and they were 10,000 plus. And I was like, wow, I was so surprised. And obviously that was then. Costs of materials have now gone up. Yeah, that was £10,000.
Oh my God, imagine what it would be now.
I bet at least 15,000.
No, I think I'd like to try and do things myself, and I'm definitely keen on keeping the cost down.
So me and my partner have been having a discussion at the moment, and we thought, like, we'll have a focus on the outside of the house. We were trying to think about what our needs were, and like maybe we'll have a bit of decking going across. And then maybe we'll have a patio at the back with a pergola over the top. And then we can try and grow some sort of vines or something up the side. We can have a nice bit of wall and be sat in the corner at the back. But I don't have a time to look after a garden and all the plants and everything that come with it. So we were thinking of just setting up some sort of simple summer plants and bits that don't need much care. But everybody's different. I've seen some beautiful gardens, some outstanding ones, and they spend so much time and love and passion on looking after their garden. But I don't think I have that. You didn't, did you?
No, absolutely. It's my partner's job to look after the garden. The only thing I really like to do in the garden is the lawnmower. I like to cut the grass, and that's it.
Yeah, like mowing the grass.
Yeah, for me, that helps me switch off. I can just walk up and down. I'm in my own little world. That for me is enough. But yeah, things like the trees, the hedges, the plants, no, that's a little bit too much work for me, to be honest.
So I'll just have to hold you there because I've got another question. So it's saying that birds sometimes bring their own seeds from other places and then drop them in your garden. And then sometimes those seeds grow into their own plants and trees. If that were to happen, would you leave it or would you take it out?
How are you supposed to know if a
That's
bird's
from Facebook.
planted seeds there?
No, if you just see it one day, all of a sudden you've got this plant or tree. Yeah, that happened to me at my old house. All of a sudden, like I was thinking, like, okay, this is sort of my edging, this is where my plants are. We've got a bit of fake grass in the middle, and then all of a sudden, something started growing, and I thought, oh, okay then.
Yeah, I've never had that before. But really, I think maybe I'd leave it. I think it's natural, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd leave it, let it grow, very natural. But what's really interesting, you know, now with a lot of the farms, so some farms have got farmland that they've just let to go wild. And that's like a little meadow, it's so peaceful. You've got all these different colours and plants, sort of blues, purples, all sorts going on everywhere. I hope there'd be some farmers watching this, and if so, I hope that they would carry on doing that.
I agree. I see some of them starting out there now. I think it is starting to become more popular to have those sort of wildflowers, and it's really nice to see. Even when I'm just driving, it helps me feel calm, like seeing the fields of wildflowers next to the road. I don't think there's many places like that, though.
I mean, obviously, we're near the countryside. What about, do you think of like the roundabouts? You know, sometimes they're full of plants and sometimes they're completely empty. No, I think they should have some plants. It's lovely to see. If it's completely empty, you know, it's nice to see some things. Yeah, true. I've seen sometimes people put flags on the middle of the roundabouts, and I thought, oh God, how have they gone there to put that in? It's so dangerous to get into the middle of a roundabout. But I think it would be lovely to see sort of more trees starting to establish, sort of more plants and edging and everything. That'd be really nice.
It's a more natural vibe, doesn't it?
I think, yeah, really natural. Like, we've got animals and bees and insects. They need the plants. It's really, really natural for them, for the circle of life and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think I saw, was it on Instagram? There was a country abroad where you've got the motorway and there's a bridge. And they'd grass the top of the bridge, basically to help the animals cross over from one side to the other.
So there's like grass bridges?
Yeah, like grass, a bit of water, basically to help them cross over the road safely. And there was something in America, I think it was the same, you know, where they have the mooses, they have like moose crossings to allow them over the road safely.
Oh, I've never seen that before. No, that's
No,
really
me
interesting.
neither.
I've not seen that.
It's interesting. Wait
we
till
have
you
that here
hear
in
about
England?
it. It's in a country abroad. I've definitely seen it on Instagram somewhere. I'm not too sure where, but oof. Do you want to have some more drink? Cake? You a bit thirsty? No, I'm good, thanks. Oh, this is lovely. So, as we said, we've got Christmas coming. Do you think Christmas trees should be fake or real? Do you think they should be homegrown, or what do you think?
Oh, I think it depends. It depends, really.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. We've run out of time there, so I'm going to end the conversation there. I'll have to think about how autumn's coming, not Christmas. I'm jumping ahead. So thank you, everybody. I'm so sorry. Time's run out for today's episode, but we'll be back on the 17th of October and we'll have 3 new guests and we'll have a new topic. we'll be looking at the traditions of autumn. So thank you so much to CDA for making this event possible. So CDA provide drop-ins within Peterborough and Huntingdon. They also do coffee mornings, they provide deaf advocacy, and they can also help people with any issues of translation issues, information advice, type guidance in BSL to help the deaf community understand. So thank you so much. And also thank you to the Bewitched Cafe where we are today. Thank you also to all the viewers for watching, and thank you to our wonderful guests. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Let's have time for tea.
I just wanna thrive here, crawl into my space and boom. Don't just wanna survive here.